Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to my QuickBook tutorials. In this video, I would like to give brief introduction of QuickBook to, to scroll the QuickBook and to find out what is happening in QuickBook, how our data is recording, where we can enter our sale invoice, where we can enter the vendor's bills, when we make any adjustment, when we make general entries, how to set up your chart of account, how to set up your bank account, your bank opening balances, how to set up your inventory items, since that in this tutorial and this subway restaurant business which we are going to discuss, and the data of subway restaurant business we are going to enter in the QuickBook, we'll be not dealing with inventory. Instead, we'll be making cost of goods from outside, and then we'll be entering the cost of goods in the QuickBook. So inventory is not a problem in our this special tutorials for QuickBook recording of data of subway restaurant. I have opened the QuickBook. It is a QuickBook 2015 desktop version. When your QuickBook open, you can come to this home page by clicking here in the home page. If this is closed, you can open it from here, and then you can click home page, and then this page will be displayed. You can also go from here to the accountant center. This is your accountant center where different kind of reports can be easily click and see. And here are some balances of chart of account. And the tool section, different options: make a general entry, batch entry, transaction, working, trial balance, set closing data, etc, etc. This was the shortcut here for accountant center. And your home is always here: accountant, home, my company, income tracker. These are all shortcuts, actually shortcuts to reports. And here is the shortcuts to, for example, vendors are the suppliers which give you supplies to your, in this case, to your restaurant. You can enter your bills from here. This is the window where you will be entering your customer advice. Here is a bill, here is a credit. Be careful, if you are entering new bill, then this should be select, this checkbox should be select. And if you are returning goods to the customer, to the vendor, then you check this check mark. We will be discussing this later. But you can see here is a lot of vendor already existing. You pick any vendor out of them, and here you give the vendor's invoice number. An invoice number will be written on the vendor's bill. You will enter that invoice number here, and here is the bill's amount. You will be entering any amount here. For example, I'm entering here 5,000, or maybe, oh, this is not correct, this is correct, 50,000. Look at this, and it is by default going to this place. This chart of account ledger was allotted when this vendor was initially made. So let us we first make a new vendor. We are not going to save this. Here is vendor. Look at this. Vendor center. New vendor. Here is the name of the vendor, for example, ABC supplier. Counting setting is here. To this vendor, when we buy something from this vendor, well, where will be that amount accumulating in the chart of account ledger? For example, if you are buying an inventory item, it should be accumulated to these inventory items. Here is inventory assets, inventory bread, inventory cheese, inventory Coca-Cola, inventory Pepsi, and the other vendors, because we are going to keep the stock vendor wise in our chart of account in order to see these stock in the balance sheet. So in otherwise, if you are not buying an inventory item from this vendor, then you might buy some expense amount. For example, it can be a fumigation guys. Those people can be a Scotch Brite supplier, cleaning. It can be a clearing and forwarding expense. And here is a delivery charge. Look at this: employee benefit program, fuel and conveyance. It can be anything, can be any expense. You will be allotting it here. For example, from this ABC supplier, we are buying from them printing and flyer. Okay, printing and flyer is done by ABC supplier. The vendor is done. Okay, now ABC supplier is here. Look at this. Now when we are going in the vendor center and we are going to enter the bill, look at this: ABC supplier is here. Clear. Automatically you can see the advertisement and marketing expenses being loaded. Whenever we are going to see the P&L, so the goods, printing and advertisement item purchased from this vendor will be shown in the profit and loss accounted expenses advertisement and marketing section. Now let me I enter 8,000 rupees. Invoices 101. You record it, change the date. Since we are dealing with the month of March 2019, I'm going to enter this in the month of March 2019. It is 1st March, 7 close. The invoice is being recorded. So the same way, in the next video we will be discussing the customer. We will be making a new customer. So thank you for watching, guys. The video is getting longer. I am going to cut this here, and the rest of the introduction I would like to give it in my second video. Thank you, guys.